In this video, we're going to be going over how to set up your first repricing strategy when selling on Walmart using Flashpricer. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're new and you're not familiar with Flashpricer, we are the best repricer for both Walmart and Amazon. If you'd like to try out Flashpricer in your business and to start dominating the buy box, be sure to go ahead and to get access to our 14-day free trial with the link in the description. In the last video, we talked about setting up your first Amazon repricing strategy, and much like with Walmart, it's pretty similar. So first, you just need to connect your Walmart account to Flashpricer. So this way we can pull in your inventory and your items into Flashpricer, and you can set up specific strategies for those listings. From the main page, you're going to press settings, and then from the settings page, you're going to connect your Walmart account. To connect your channel, just press connect channel, and then from there, select Walmart US, and you'll follow the motions and the information in order to how to connect it. You'll know that it's connected when you'll see the channel right here. It'll say Walmart and it'll say the status as connected. Once your channel is connected, you'll start to see your items being pulled in and they'll start to populate inside of the products page. From here, you'll see a rundown of your sales. You'll also start to see all of your items and you'll start to see all of the information such as the current price. You'll see the competition and you'll also see the potential profit. Now, you might not see any of that, nor will you see any numbers because you have not added a cost, nor do you have a min and max price set up, nor is there a strategy. So let's go over and talk about how to set all this information up and how to set up all of your items to start repricing for Walmart. In order to create a strategy, what you're going to do is you're going to press strategies, and this will bring you up to the strategies page. To create a new strategy, you're going to press new strategy. And now we're going to be specifically focusing on Walmart. So we're going to click Walmart and you can title it whatever you want. I'm going to title this standard. You can title it buy box strategy. You can title it beginner strategy. You can title it main strategy. The goal is that this is just going to be your first strategy for repricing your items on Walmart. Now you can always adjust this. You can create more strategies for different scenarios and you can always readjust those items if need be. After you select Walmart, we're then going to press resellers, private label, and brand owners. We're going to be making a specific video about that and which strategies we recommend. After you're done, press continue with your strategy. And then from there, you can start to set up your specific strategy for Walmart. This is broken down into 3 or 4 different sections. So first we have competition, who we're going to be competing against. Next, we have repricing rules. So this is how we want the strategy and the items to be repriced. And then you have when you've acquired the buy box, and lastly, when you're out of stock. So we're going to be filling in all of this information. First, we have competition. So this is for choosing which seller or which offer you want to compete with. Now for Walmart, I recommend competing with the buy box to start out with. And then over time, you can create more strategies to compete only with WFS or to specifically compete with the lowest offer. But right now it's going to be competing with the buy box. As with the Amazon strategy, I do not ignore Walmart or Amazon as competitors. However, if you are a beginner selling on Amazon, you might want to choose to ignore Amazon because Amazon can be pretty hard to compete with. However, for Walmart, I always recommend not ignoring them because you can definitely win the buy box from Walmart. It's a lot easier to win it from them than it is from Amazon. If you'd like to ignore a specific seller, you can just go ahead, press ignore, and then you can add their seller name right here. Next, we have the repricing rules. So repricing rules are pretty straightforward. Here is going to be the main repricing strategy. So for this one, we're going to choose to match the buy box. If you wanted to choose to compete against the lowest FBM or the lowest WFS, you would go ahead and select that. For this, we're going to match the buy box. Now, if you wanted to, you can set up another strategy for, let's say, liquidating inventory. You can do the buy box and you can do subtract inventory. If you had items where you were winning the buy box and you want to actually increase your items or you want to go ahead and increase your prices, you can press add, and then this way you can set that up to add prices to the buy box price. So for this one, we're going to do matching. Then when competition is Walmart, for this one, I do not reprice. If I'm noticing that I'm not winning the buy box from Walmart, I can come right here and I can change this to maybe subtract, or I can go ahead and I can do set to a certain amount. And then from there, Flashpricer will adjust my price according to the buy box and the rules that I set. So when competition is Walmart, I'm just going to do match. So this way I can match Walmart. So for when competition is Walmart, I'm going to leave that unselected because I've already told Flashpricer that I only want to compete with the buy box price. And if Walmart happens to be in the buy box, I'm still going to be competing with them. Next, we have when competition is WFS. So for my main strategy, I am going to ignore this. If you are only WFS, then maybe you want to only compete with WFS. So for this, when competition is WFS, you can go ahead and you can match them. You can go ahead and subtract, set to min. Again, this is all according to your specific listings and scenarios. But for me, I'm again just sticking to the buy box. Next, when competition is a specific seller name. So if you have a specific seller that you want to compete with, you can set that up. And when the buy box is suppressed on Walmart, it's really crucial that you unsuppress the buy box, at least in my experience. So what I'm going to do is I set it to min. So this way, when the buy box is suppressed, Flashpricer will set it to the minimum. And then once I win it, I'm then going to have it algorithmically optimize my price and raise it over time back to being where I'm making extra profit. However, you're not going to be making profit if you're not selling, especially if the buy box is suppressed. It definitely impacts sales on Walmart, which is why I choose to set it to min. Now that's just for my strategy. If you have a different scenario, you can of course set that to your liking. When you've acquired the buy box, here, most people will choose do not reprice. However, I will choose to algorithmically optimize my price. So this means that let's say an item selling for $10, I match the buy box, I'm winning the buy box. Instead of just staying at that $10, I want Flashpricer to go ahead and bring me up to $10.50 or $11 and to test a little bit higher, because this way it's going to test to see if I can make more money. And one of the main differences between Flashpricer and the regular Walmart repricer is that Flashpricer will actually reprice you up and we'll see at what price are you still winning the buy box. So that's why this is a really crucial feature, because it's going to enable you to make more money when selling on Walmart. So the last section is when your items are out of stock, how do you want to reprice it? So typically I will choose not to reprice it. Now this is not the case for Amazon, but on Walmart, the reason I do not reprice as opposed to setting to max is because a lot of time, if your price is too high, Walmart might go ahead and they might unpublish it. They might say that your price is too high compared to the competitive price. So I just choose to not reprice it. And then this way, when my item comes back in stock, normally I'll just set the price, or I'll have Flashpricer automatically optimize it to the current buy box price. However, if your items are not going to be unpublished or you're not seeing that as a situation for your listings, then you could do set to max. So this way, when your items are out of stock, it sets it to max. And when you come back in stock, you're automatically going to be at your highest price. And then Flashpricer will compete downwards instead of having to compete upwards. After everything is done, you can just go ahead and press continue to min and max settings. So here you can choose how you want to set up your min and max prices. Now for this, you are going to need to enter your cost regardless of how you want this set up. But once you add in your cost, you can choose to manually set up your min and max prices. You can also have it set up automatically based on your cost for a target ROI, a target profit, or a target fixed profit. So for ROI, I can say I want a standard 30% ROI and a standard or maximum of, let's say, 150. So minimum ROI would be 30, maximum ROI would be 150. And here you'll see the examples, and this is what my prices will be. So my minimum price will be 30.50, and then my maximum price will be 58.80. Now you can see that done via profit margin as well as fixed profit. Lastly, if you are working with a supplier that has MAP pricing, so MAP stands for minimum advertised price, and these are, let's say, where you're buying from a brand and they say you cannot sell below this price, just tell Flashpricer that you have a MAP price, set that MAP price up, and Flashpricer will never reprice below that MAP. Once you're done, just press review and save your strategy, make sure everything is A-OK, and then press create strategy. After you're done, head back to the products page. From here, just make sure that your items are selected. Next, you're going to come right here to the strategy. You're going to click on it and then select which strategy you want. So just do the drop down, select which strategy, make sure that the costs are entered. If you don't have a cost, you can enter it in manually, or you can come to the bulk uploads. You can download a list of your products, and then you can go ahead and you can bulk enter in your cost, re-upload it. And then this way, all of your costs are entered into Flashpricer, or you can go through and just upload them. And then based on your min and max price, you're going to need to enter it in manually. But if you have it set up automatically, then the min and max prices are going to be populated. If all of these three fields are filled in, as well as the strategy, you'll then have your items start to be repriced. That's going to be it for this video. I hope that's going to help you dominate the buy box on Walmart. If you're not already using Flashpricer, be sure to click the link down in the description to get access to a 14-day free trial. We also just recently released a brand new plan. For $50 a month, you get up to 250 Walmart listings, as well as up to 10K in monthly sales. So this is a really good plan for beginners, and then you can scale on Flashpricer as your business scales. As always, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.